An Israeli official has told NBC News that a response may be imminent. We also know that Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's war cabinet has been meeting in the last few hours to weigh its own options in response to Iran's attack on Saturday. And of course, President Joe Biden has urged the Prime Minister to not carry out new strikes on Iran and has also made it clear that Washington will not join any Israeli counterattack. I spoke with Israel's former Prime Minister Ehud Olmert this morning on Capital Connection. He says the success of Israel's response on Saturday ultimately buys it more time to consider its next move. Listen.
They declared war on Israel. There is no question about it. They declared war Saturday night. And it may have become something much more dramatic. But as a result of the most impressive response by the alliance of Israel, the United States, and Britain, France, and some Arab countries, turned out to be defeat to the Iranians. This was a humiliating defeat to the Iranians. They shot more than 300 UAVs, cruise missiles, ballistic missiles, and they were all intercepted. It was incredible. I must say it is an historical day in terms of the military performance. But the outcome provides Israel with, I think, time to be able to think in a cool head before we retaliate.
So there are several options that Israel could take in response. We've been speaking with experts and analysts over the last few days to try and gauge exactly what could happen next here. In the most severe scenario, Israel could potentially target Iran's nuclear program or even its oil facilities. That would be a major escalation for the region and for global markets. In another scenario, we could perhaps see Israel attempting to target Iran's most powerful proxy, which is Hezbollah, but that would also mark a major escalation that Israel and its allies would likely want to avoid at this point. You also have to remember that Iran has ultimately deemed its operation concluded, and we have seen world leaders around the region and elsewhere calling for restraint. So the ball is really in Israel's court right now, and what it does next will be material for risk assets, safe havens, and of course regional stability as well.